So good morning everyone. Today we are going to see the next part of animal classification. In the last session already we discussed history of animal classification, traditional method of animal classification, and what are the characters of non-chordates and the chordates animal. So today in this session we discuss about the new system of animal classification. So which criteria are used for new system of animal classification we explain in detail. So nowadays the new system of classification is followed. At the present, according to the five kingdom classification system of Robert Whittaker, all multicellular animals are included in the kingdom Animalia. According to the Robert Whittaker system, all the multicellular organisms included in the kingdom Animalia. This system of classification is based upon some criteria like body organization, body symmetry, body cavity, germinal layers and the segmentation. So आज के सेशन में हमें डिटेल में यही जान लेना है न्यू सिस्टम ऑफ एनिमल क्लासिफिकेशन किसके ऊपर डिपेंड है, उस सिस्टम्स के लिए कौन से क्राइटेरिया को यूज किया है, इसके बारे में हमें जान लेना है. सो वी नो दैट हमें मालूम है रॉबर्ट विटेकर प्रपोज द फाइव किंगडम system of animal classification. So this system of classification based upon the some criteria like body organization. ये जो सिस्टम है किंगडम एनिमालिया, ध्यान में रखिए. सो किंगडम एनिमालिया. So all the multicellular organisms include in the kingdom Animalia system. ध्यान में रखिए जितने भी अर्थ के ऊपर जो मल्टीसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म है वो किस सिस्टम में इंक्लूड है बोलो तो किंगडम एनिमलिया सिस्टम में क्या बोलो तो इंक्लूड है. तो दिस सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन based upon the some criteria like which criteria is required for this system. One is a body organization. First one is a body organization. Next one is body symmetry. Next one, body cavity. Germinal layers. Next one, segmentation. So these are the criteria are useful for the kingdom Animalia. Understand? So this is a classification of animals based upon the criteria. First one is body organization, body symmetry, body cavity, germinal layers and the segmentation. So these criteria are used for the kingdom animal. Understand? जितनी भी मल्टीसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म है वो किस में इंक्लूड है बोलो तो किंगडम एनिमल. अंडरस्टैंड? नाउ लेट्स सी वन बाय वन. अब हम क्या बोलो तो हर एक जो क्राइटेरिया है इसके बारे में हम क्या बोलो तो डिटेल में एक्सप्लेन कर लेते हैं. सो ऑल ऑफ अंडरस्टैंड. सो नाउडेज न्यू सिस्टम ऑफ एनिमल क्लासिफिकेशन इज फॉलोड and the five kingdom animal classification of Robert Whittaker. So according to the five kingdom of animal classification, all the multicellular organisms includes in the kingdom Animalia, and this system of classification is depend upon the some criteria. One is a body organization, body symmetry, body cavity, germinal layers and the segmentation. Now let's start one by one. अब हम क्या बोलते हो जितने भी हमारे जो ये है उसको हम क्या बोले तो वन बाय वन क्या है एक्सप्लेन कर लेते हैं. सो क्राइटेरिया फॉर न्यू सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन. So criteria for new system of classification. First one, now see criteria for new system of classification. New system of classification. So first criteria is body organization. जो फर्स्ट अपना क्राइटेरिया रहेगा वो क्या रहेगा, बॉडी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन या ग्रेड ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. फर्स्ट वन इज ग्रेड ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. So this one is first criteria for new system of animal classification is a grade of organization. The various types of grade of organization are as follows. There are different kinds of grade organization. First one is protoplasmic grade organization, cellular grade organization, cell tissue grade organization, tissue grade organization, and organ system grade organization. There are various types of grade of organization. अलग अलग प्रकार के क्या बोलते ग्रेड ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, इसके बारे में हमें क्या बोलते जान लेना है. सो फर्स्ट वन इज प्रोटोप्लाज्मिक ग्रेड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. फर्स्ट वन इज प्रोटोप्लाज्मिक ग्रेड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. प्रोटोप्लाज्मिक ग्रेड ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. There are various types of grade of organization. The first one is a protoplasmic grade of organization. So it is seen in unicellular organism. ध्यान में रखिए. So protoplasmic grade of organization seen in a unicellular animals. ये हमें कहाँ पर नजर आता है बोले तो unicellular organism. The first grade of organization is seen in a unicellular organism. Their body is composed of a single cell. Now see. So only that unicellular organisms contain only single cell. So single cell perform all the activities of a unicellular organism. This body is composed of a single cell. यानी मेरे को उनका बॉडी किससे कंपोज रहता है तो सिंगल सेल से क्या है कंपोज रहता है. Listen. So unicellular organism contain only single cell and single cell perform all the activities, which perform all the functions. So all the functions are performed in a unicellular organism with the help of only single cell. That the example of this kind of animals is amoeba. So we know that so amoeba is a unicellular organism. So only single cell perform all the activities of a amoeba. So amoeba की जितने भी जो बॉडी का फंक्शन रहता है उसका जो एक्टिविटी रहता है वो किसके ऊपर डिपेंड रहता है बोलो इज डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द सेल. So we know that cell is a structural and the functional unit of a life. There are huge diversity of a living organism on the earth surface. In the last session already we discussed 7 million animal species are available on the earth surface. And all of these species are made up with the help of only cells. Understand? Some organisms having only single cell and some organisms having the multiple cells. Listen. So amoeba is a good example of unicellular organism because amoeba contains only one single cell and all the functions and all the body activities of an amoeba is depending upon the only single cell. Listen. The first one grade of organization is the protoplasmic grade of organization. This grade of organization seen in the unicellular organism. Understand? And single cell composed in the unicellular organism, and the example of unicellular organism is amoeba. Understand? Now see the next one is a cellular grade organization. Next one is a cellular grade organization. अब हम पढ़ते हैं next grade of organization is a cellular grade organization. Cellular grade organization number 2. Cellular grade organization. Cellular grade organization. Now see, it is seen in multicellular animals in which tissues are not formed. Now see, cellular grade organization is seen in multicellular animals in which tissues are not formed. Listen. तो जिस मल्टीसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म में टिश्यूज फॉर्म्ड नहीं होते हैं वहां पर अपना क्या बोलते हो सेलुलर ग्रेड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हमें क्या है नजर आता है. नाउ सी इट इज सीन इन अ मल्टीसेलुलर एनिमल्स. ये कहां पर हमें नजर आता है बोलो तो multicellular animals. Now, so it is mostly seen in the multicellular animals in which tissues are not formed. यहाँ पर क्या होता है? Tissues are not formed. Tissues are not formed. Tissues are not formed. So write the example of such kind of animals in this porifera. So porifera is the good example of a cellular gate organization. इसका एग्जाम्पल जो रहेगा पोरीफेरा. Porifera. Understand? So cellular gate organization is seen in the multicellular organism in which tissues are not formed. जिस मल्टीसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म में टिश्यूज क्या बोले तो फॉर्म नहीं होते हैं, उस एनिमल में हमें क्या बोले तो सेलुलर गेट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन क्या है नजर आता है. अंडरस्टैंड? नेक्स्ट वन, गेट ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. दिस गेट ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन is seen in the multicellular organism in which tissues are not formed. So good example of a cellular gate organization of an animal is a porifera. Understand? Now see the next one, cell tissue gate organization. अब हम नंबर 3 पढ़ते हैं, cell tissue gate organization. Cell tissue gate organization. Number 3, cell tissue grade organization. Grade organization. Now see, it is are seen in some animals. ध्यान में रखो. First one, cell tissue grade organization is seen in some animals. ये हमें कहाँ पर मिलता है तो it is seen in some animals. It is seen in some animals in which cells come together to form tissues. ये कहाँ पर नजर आता है तो when cells come together to form a tissues and perform a different body functions. Now see, when cells are come together to form a tissue and perform all the body function. ये जो cell tissue grid organization है, ये कहाँ पर नजर आता है तो some animals in which cells come together to perform cells come together to make a one tissue, and tissue perform all the functions of a body. Understand? So in which cells come together, in which cells come together, cells come together to form tissue, and perform different body functions. Different body functions. So the example of the Cnidaria. इसका example रहेगा. Now example of such kind of animals is a Cnidaria. The example of such kind of animals is a Cnidaria. Understand? Cell tissue grid organization mostly seen in some animals in which when cells come together to form only tissue, and tissue perform all the activities of body. The good example of such kind of animal is a Cnidaria. Now see, in Cnidaria animal's body, tissue perform all the functions. जो Cnidaria जो animal है, उस animals के body में tissue उसके body का पूरा functions क्या बोलो तो perform करते हैं. Understand? Cell tissue grade organization. Now see, tissue grade organization. अब हम पढ़ते हैं tissue grade organization. Next grade organization is a tissue organ grade organization. Tissue number 4 grade of organization is a tissue grade, tissue organ grade organization. Grade organization. Now see, next one grade of organization is a tissue organ grade organization. In this type of organization, tissues are organized to form some organs. Now see, in this type of organization, tissues are organized to form the organs. When number of tissues are come together to form one organ. जब बहुत सारे टिश्यू एक साथ आते हैं तो एक ऑर्गन्स क्या बोलो तो रेडी हो जाता है. सो दिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन सिस्टम, tissues are organized to form some organs, although complete organs are not formed. ध्यान में रखिए. So complete organs are not formed in this organization. In this type of tissues are organized. Tissues are organized. Tissues are organized to form some organs. To form some organs, although complete organs are not formed. यहाँ मेरे को complete organs are not formed. Complete organs are not formed. So in this great organization, number of tissues are come together to form organs, but organ is not complete. जब टिश्यूज एक साथ आने के बाद जब एक ऑर्गन रेडी होता है, लेकिन इस ग्रेड ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में ऑर्गन क्या बोलो तो इनकम्प्लीट रहता है. तो गुड एग्जांपल ऑफ ग्रेड ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज अर्थवर्म. नाउ टेक द गुड एग्जांपल ऑफ ग्रेड ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज अर्थवर्म. So now in earthworm body, when number of tissues are come together to form a one organ, but this organ is incomplete. So earthworm के बॉडी में जब टिश्यूज एक साथ आते हैं, एक साथ आने के बाद एक ऑर्गन को फॉर्म करते हैं, लेकिन जो फॉर्म के जो ऑर्गन रहता है वो क्या हो तो कंप्लीट नहीं रहता है, इनकम्प्लीट ऑर्गन रहता है. अंडरस्टैंड? टिश्यू ग्रेड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. So this organization mostly found in the earthworm body. ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हमें कहाँ पर नजर आता है तो अर्थवर्म की बॉडी में नजर आता है. When number of tissues are come together to form a one organ, but this organ is incomplete. Such kind of organs are mostly found in the earthworm. Now see the last one is organ system. Organ grade organization. Organ system grade organization. Last one grade organization is organ system. Last one organ system. Organ system grade organization. Now see, it is seen in animals in which different organs come together to form organs system that perform a specific function. Now see, it is mostly seen in animals in which different organs come together to perform the body activity like a human body. So we know that our body is a wonderful machine. It consists of several organs, each organ having the different name and the different function. When number of organs come together to make one body, and all body to the different activity. हमारा जो एक बॉडी है, हमारे बॉडी में जो अलग अलग जो ऑर्गन्स है, अलग ऑर्गन्स का अलग नाम है और उसका क्या बोलते हो अलग फंक्शन है. So it is seen in animals in which different organs come together to form organ system that perform specific functions. Now see, for example, crab, frogs, human beings, dog, cat, and the donkeys, elephants. Understand? This system is mostly found in the animals and the human beings when number of organs are come together to perform one organ system, and this organ system perform all the functions of a body. And मैंने आपको बताया जो हमारी बॉडी है, इट्स अ वंडरफुल मशीन. It consists of several organs. Each organ is having the different name and the different function. So when number of organs are come together to make one organ system, and this organ system perform the different function in our daily life. Understand? You are talking, you are walking, you are running, you are sleeping, you are doing different kinds of the activities in our daily life is mainly depending upon the organ system. Now see, the organ system grade organization is mostly seen in the multicellular organism like animals and the human beings. So it is seen in animals in which different organs come together different organs come together. Different organs come together to form organ system. To form organ system. This organ system is mostly found in that perform specific function. Now see, organ system perform specific function. And the example of organ system animals. Now see, example is animals, human beings, these are the two examples of organ system grade organization. So all of understand there are 5 grade of organization. One is protoplasmic grade of organization, cellular grade organization, cell tissue grade organization, tissue organ grade organization, and last one is organ system grade organization. Understand? This one is the first criteria are used for new system of animal classification according to the Robert Whittaker. रॉबर्ट विटेकर ने जो 5 ह्यूमन एनिमल सिस्टम्स किया था, उस सिस्टम्स के आधार के ऊपर जो फर्स्ट क्राइटेरिया था वो क्या बोलो तो बॉडी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, जिसको कॉल्ड द ग्रेड ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. देयर आर वेरियस ग्रेड ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन फाउंड इन द मल्टीसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म. Listen, now see the next one criteria are used for the new system animal classification is a body symmetry. Now see, body symmetry. The next one criteria is a body symmetry. नेक्स्ट one criteria is a body symmetry. नेक्स्ट हमारा जो क्राइटेरिया है का वो क्या रहेगा उनको बॉडी सिमेट्री. बॉडी सिमेट्री. नाउ based on body symmetry animals can be classified into the 3 groups. Now based on body symmetry, so animals can be classified into the 3 groups. One is asymmetrical body, radical symmetry, and the bilateral symmetry. So there are 3 groups of body symmetry of the animal. One is a asymmetrical body, next one is a radical symmetry, and next one is a bilateral symmetry. Now see, so what is the meaning of a body symmetry? तो symmetry का क्या meaning इसके बारे में हमें जान लेना है. In imaginary sense, if a body of an animal, what is the meaning of symmetry? If a body of any animal is cut through the imaginary axis of a body, if a body of any animals cut through the imaginary axis of a body, it may or may not produce two equal halves. Equal halves. जब हम किसी बॉडी को उसके एक्सिस ऑफ बॉडी से कट करने के बाद उसके क्या बोलते तो इट मे और मे नॉट बी प्रोड्यूस टू इक्वल halves. जब वो 2 इक्वल halves को प्रोड्यूस करता है, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन दिस प्रॉपर्टी देयर आर डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ द एनिमल बॉडीज. नाउ सी, there are different types of the animal bodies, mainly depending upon the when the body of an animal is cut through the imaginary axis of a body, it may or may not be produce the equal halves. जब हम किसी बॉडी को उसके इमेजिनरी एक्सिस से कट करते हैं, एक्सिस बॉडी से कट करते हैं, इट मे और मे नॉट बी प्रोड्यूस द 2 इक्वल halves. जब हम किसी बॉडी को कट करेंगे, कट करने के बाद उसकी जब वो 2 इक्वल halves बढ़ते हैं, इसी प्रॉपर्टी के ऊपर understand, depending upon this property there are different types of animal body. इसी प्रॉपर्टी के ऊपर क्या बोलते हो एनिमल्स की क्या बोलते हो डिफरेंट टाइप्स की क्या बोलते हो बॉडी से. फर्स्ट वन इज असिमेट्रिकल बॉडी. ध्यान में रखो. फर्स्ट वन इज based on body symmetry, animals can be classified into the 3 categories. First one is asymmetrical body. फर्स्ट वन हम करते हैं asymmetrical body. asymmetrical body. Asymmetrical body. based upon the body symmetry of animals can be classified in the three categories. Sorry, one is a asymmetrical body, next one is a radical body, and last one is a bilateral body. Now see, so in this type of a symmetry, there is no such imaginary axis of the body through which we can get two equal halves. ध्यान में रखिए. So in this type of symmetry, there is no such imaginary axis. तो यहाँ पर क्या लिख दो? There is no such imaginary axis through which we can get two equal halves. तो ऐसे एनिमल्स में क्या होता है? इमेजिनरी एक्सिस क्या है? नहीं रहता है. उसको कट करने के बाद क्या होता है? हमें दो इक्वल हॉर्स क्या है? नहीं मिल सकते. देयर इज नो सच इमेजिनरी एक्सिस. देयर इज नो such imaginary axis. Imaginary axis of the body through which we can get two equal halves. Through which we can get two equal halves. Understand? So that example such kind of animals is a amoeba. Now see, so good example of such kind of amoeba is a when we cut the amoeba body. जब हम amoeba को body में cut करेंगे तो हमें क्या होता है? दो equal halves क्या है? नहीं मिलते. Because there is a no imaginary axis. There is a no such imaginary axis. When we cut the body of amoeba, we can't get the two equal halves. Understand? Because there is no imaginary axis. उसके बॉडी में क्या बोलते हो? ऐसा कि imaginary axis नहीं रहता है. उसको कट करने के बाद हमें क्या बोलते हो? दो equal halves क्या है? नहीं मिल सकते. So one is example is amoeba. Next one example is some sponges. Next one example is some sponges. Understand? What is the meaning of asymmetrical body? And next one is radical symmetry. Next one is radical symmetry. Next one is radical symmetry. Number 2. Radical symmetry. Now see, in this type of a symmetry, if an imaginary cut passes through the central axis, then if an imaginary cut passes through the central axis of any plane of the body, it gives two equal halves. Example, starfish. Now see, when we cut the starfish, we can get the two equal halves from the axis. जब हम starfish को axis से कट करेंगे, कट करने के बाद हम उसको क्या बोलते? टू इक्वल हॉल मिलने के क्या है? चांसेस रहते हैं. देयर इज an imaginary cut passes through the center of axis of any plane of the body. Then if an imaginary cut passes through the central axis of any plane of the body, we get the two equal halves. Example of a starfish. In starfish, there are 5 different planes passing through the central axis. ध्यान में रखो. In starfish body, there are 5 different planes. There are 5 different planes passing through the central axis. उसके central axis क्या बोलो तो 5 planes क्या करते हैं? पास करते हैं. उसको अगर हम कट करेंगे, so we can easily get the two halves. Now see, an imaginary cut passes through the central axis of any plane. It gives the two equal halves. Good example is the starfish. Imaginary, if an imaginary cut passes through the central axis of any plane of the body, it gives it gives two equal halves. So put example of a radical symmetric body is a starfish. Good example is a starfish. Understand? Because starfish have 5 different planes passing through the central axis. तो starfish को क्या बोलते हो? 5 क्या है? Different planes से passing through the central axis. Understand? Now the last one is a bilateral symmetry. So last one is a body symmetry is a bilateral symmetry. The last one हम पढ़ लेते हैं bilateral symmetry. Last one is a body symmetry is a bilateral symmetry. Now see, so in this type of a symmetry there is only one such imaginary axis of the body. So in this system there is a only one imaginary axis. So there is only one imaginary axis of the body. Imaginary axis of the body. Axis of the body through which we can get two equal halves. So we can get two equal halves from one imaginary axis. तो यहाँ पर क्या बोलते हैं? We can get two equal halves. We can get two equal halves from the only one imaginary axis. Example insects. उसका हम example लिख सकते हैं. Insects से frog है, birds से human body से. Now see, frog, birds, and animals it is. So from this animal body, from this bird body, we can get the two equal halves from the only one imaginary axis of the body. So understand? We stop here. We will continue on the next session. So in this section already we discussed so which criteria are used for new classification of animal, and there are different kinds of grade of organization and different types of body symmetry. So today's stop here will be continue on the next session.